Hi there, today I am learning how to install a child seat rear facing into the Nissan Qashqai here. I am at Sunshine Coast Nissan with Hayden, who's our local child seat fitter, and he's going to show us how to do it. Let's go.
Basically what we want to start with is just making sure we know where everything is. So we're doing ISOFIX, so you need to locate your ISOFIX points in here. So these ones are actually covered up by little plastic things, so we'll just move them out of the way, put them up in the pockets here. Next thing is, because it's a vehicle that's newer than 2020, we actually have to put your seatbelt through like this. The reason for that is if you're installing with ISOFIX and you've got your seatbelt unplugged, your alarm will go off all the time, which is very, very annoying.
Yes.
As you,
I've had that in my car,
yeah.
And yes, it's quite annoying. Now I know how to fix it though. It's a top tip for you.
So we'll start off, I'll get you to bring that seat back just so I can balance this there. It's always easier if you can balance it up there, and then you can kind of work your way through here. Find where the ISOFIX point is there. Same on this side, just plug it in like that. A lot of people try and actually connect the ISOFIX from the two central points and then put the baby seat in the middle, which you're not actually allowed to do. Just bringing the tether strap through there as well, so just making sure that's not dangling down in the road. But yeah, you just tighten your ISOFIX up, that should turn green inside of there, and then same on this side as well. You can see it's clearly labelled with the Anchor logos on there as well, and all you're doing is just attaching the clip on like that. You've
got to make sure there's no twists in that top tether strap, don't you?
Yeah, try and minimise the twists. Try and keep them out of there if you can. Bring that through. And main thing is, don't over tighten this. And that's another tip that I forgot to mention as well. Always do your lower attachment first if you can, as in try and tighten it first, because if you do your tether strap before you do the other attachment and you tighten this up, you can get your seat sitting at a really, really weird angle. So always try and do your lower attachment first. Yeah, once you've got everything clipped in, you just make sure you're double checking everything's tight. So on your ISOFIX, just make sure everything is still green on there, and then make sure that your tether strap has come up.
And with this excess top tether strap, you have to wind that up and tuck it away, don't you?
Yeah.
So that it doesn't hit the child in the seat, or it can be a choking hazard too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's always the problem. You can see you've got a fair bit of length here, so what you want to do is just roll that up, and then you've just got a little bag on the side here as well. Just try and keep that out of the road if you can.
Fantastic, that looks
Easy.
Great.
I'll just loosen the tether strap off just a little bit to make it a bit easier to work around. Then I'm just going to switch it to seatbelt. So just undoing the ISOFIX and then undo the seatbelt. Now, if you were installing this, you do have little compartments up inside of here that you can tuck this away in. Just find where the little clip is and tuck it up inside of there. Makes it look nice and tidy. Now for rear facing, when you're installing with your seatbelt, you just need to make sure you're bringing it through the blue section on this seat. Most baby seats nowadays, I think all baby seats nowadays, they will have colour coding on them, and we've got blue for rear facing and then yellow for forward facing, but because we're doing a rear facing install, we'll be putting the seatbelt through the blue section. Now you can see on that side the blue section's down here, and that means you've got to try and feed your hand through there. But a good little tip that I like to give people is you can actually move the covers out of the way with this kind of seat and feed your hand through and bring the belt through like that, rather than trying to stick your hand through there. Bring that through and clip it in. Now, depending on the kind of vehicle, you may need to have a towel under that one, but this one I've already double checked the angle on it, and it is kind of just borderline there. But as long as your baby is sitting at less than 45 degrees when they are in the seat, then that's generally what you're looking for. But if you do have issues with head flop, and that's the main reason we try and look at angles for rear-facing children, you can, it does say in the manual, you can put a towel underneath the seat just to get it to lay down a bit more.
Now you've got to do the top tether again.
Yep.
Lighten that up.
And then that should be all good to go. If you do notice there's still a little bit of movement through there,
Yep.
what you can actually do is you can use, there's a few different clips that you can use. We've got this red clip here which goes on this side here, or you can use a gated buckle which goes on this side here. So I'll just quickly poke through, I'll just loosen this off to make it a bit easier. All you're doing with this one, it's essentially just removing the slack and sliding that through like so, and then attaching it on. Now you can see it is moving a lot less through that section.
Thanks for watching this video, and if you want to learn how to install the child seat forward facing in an SUV like this Qashqai, or we've also done it for dual cab utes, forward facing and rear facing, there are lots of other videos you can watch clicking on the links here and here.